Hey, hi there. Carrie Palmer here. I'm back home. I'm not supposed to be in my home, but I am. Everything changed because I listened and everything shifted. I am going to be making a series of small videos right here today because each one is going to have so much content that if I put everything in one, it'd be just too much. It would swallow you up and you wouldn't be able to comprehend any of it. So I'm going to do a series of a few videos so you can sit with it, absorb it, comment, ask me questions, whatever you'd like, and then you can go on to the next video. So I got in the bath today. I actually was going to go to my friend's house and use her hot tub as I've been given permission. But it's kind of funny. It's like when you got that potty dance going, you got to go potty and you see a bathroom. It's like, you can't wait. Well, I was going to go over there and take a hot tub today, but I couldn't. I was told bath now. So I climbed in the avocado and I received a huge download. A lot came through, and so I'm taking a whole lot of notes so I can cover everything that came through. And it's about my book. My book's it's pretty much done. So I've got three books. They're all coming out at one. Well, the first one will be out very soon. The title of my books is Only Beautiful Things Happen to Me, Season 1, Season 2, and Season 3. Season 2 has already been written. It was a magical love story that unfolded when I went to Sedona, Arizona, asking for clarity, standing on top of rocks. Whoa, I got clarity. It was a love story. It was magical. The working title was Homeless with a Dead Boyfriend. And he died 7.5 weeks after we met. We were never supposed to be together in this lifetime, but the story is magical. So it's written, it's beautiful. You're not going to believe any of this, but it's my reality. My friend Connie, you're going to hear a lot about Connie. She had the second conversation with my dead boyfriend. My friend Jen had the first long conversation, so I was able to figure out what all happened when he died and what happened next for him. But Connie had the next conversation with him because he wasn't done. He had more to say. And in that conversation, he told her her second book is going to be about a love story like with a dead boyfriend. And we were both like, yeah, that's funny because that's the book. Or so we thought. So much has unfolded that made it very clear that book, the story behind that book, the magic, the stuff that unfolded in my life to bring me to that space to where I could be that available for brilliance, that was the process that I think, well, I was told needed to be explained before that magical, mystical love story. Because it makes movies like Avatar seem real. Okay, that's probably as close to real as, but you know what I mean? Things that are so fiction, fiction, fiction. Let's go Wizard of Oz. It makes that feel real compared to what I experienced in Sedona and after Sedona, dealing with people on both sides of the realm. It's magical. So that's book number 2. Book number 1, I was just finishing in Mount Shasta. And I went to Mount Shasta to get away from here because my house is selling. I'm selling my car. Everything is shifting all right now. Everything is happening at once. So my book is getting done. I'm selling my car. I'm selling my house and I'm moving and I have absolutely no idea where I'm going. And I won't plan it. I won't even think about it. When this house is sold, that was my first step. After it is sold, where I'm going will come up. So I go to Mount Shasta to work on my book and it's just flowing. It's perfect. It's going in pieces. And I cannot believe this came through me. I can't believe I lived this life. That magic can really happen, but it does. And I lived it. So the first book I wrote mostly for my sister. Her and I are it for our family. We have a lot of extended family, but we have not been close since our grandfather died. And so we talk as much as we can. She lives in Nevada. I live all over the place. So we don't spend a lot of time together, but we're connected. And she has seen me changing right before her eyes. And she cannot for the life of her fathom it or understand it. And so I realized for my sister, I had to write how I got here. And so the first book is Unreal. This has been an 8-year journey from being an NOH, like a normal operating human, to someone who is no longer. I am in this world, but not of it. I'm in the fifth dimension. I'll cover all this in the other videos. But for my sister, who we had to be there for each other growing up because we had a violent, tragic, horrible childhood. And I thought about that, Lynn. It's if we didn't have each other, you, me, and Donna, we wouldn't have made it. I mean, it was us together that got us through all the stuff we had to go through. So in the book I described, Lynn knows this part, but I go backwards and I share some of the tragedy in our childhood, the horrific stuff that happened to us, because my own daughter couldn't even fathom that I was ever depressed or suicidal for 30 plus years. She couldn't even wrap her brain around that. I had her at 39, and at 34, I was ready. It's like, how could she wrap her brain around that when the woman she saw was so strong? So this book is the backstory, a little of the backstory, and then it moves you, Lynn, and everybody else through meeting Craig and the miracles that happened that got me out of Las Vegas. And then all of a sudden it walks us through to where this journey started. And this is where, Lynn, it's for you, because you weren't here to see how I found things and how things resonated with me and how they pushed me to another space. So the book is all about that. But it's completely unbelievable. But it happened because I made it happen. I created my reality, because the way my life was working, it wasn't. There was just, I got sick. I was saying yes to things I should have said no to. But my journey stopped me from doing stuff that derailed my path. And so I'm at a place now to where, as Lynn, as you know, I've been searching. I've been like classes and courses and meditation groups, and anything I could do to like, okay, is this the thing? I was looking relentlessly for this trail of breadcrumbs that I was following. But what I can't believe, and what I'm sharing, and what my book is about, is there is a destination. We're all on the journey to somewhere. And most of us won't realize this until we drop this skin bag and we transition to non-physical. But you can get to a space while you are right here on this planet where you've been in the third dimension, you dropped into the 4D soup. I'll put my picture up. You went through every story that you lived. You let it go. You got it. You saw the lesson and you climbed out of it. I went through that 4D soup until I got out of my last story, and then I climbed up at the top. And I was in the fifth dimension. Once you're in the fifth dimension, you can't slip back into the soup. You can't. It's impossible. I will end with this chart that I made, that I was guided to make once I got into the fifth dimension, that describes how we are all looking for that thing. And when people like me come along and push you and push you and push you, you make that jump into the fourth dimension. And then once you're in there tumbling, as long as you keep following the path, you're going to pop out on the fifth dimension. But there's so much y'all be explaining, because you don't just pop out. The work you have to do is the stuff you don't do. You park your spirit. And I'll explain all of that in the next video. So I don't know how many videos are going to be. I'm going to cover all of the topics. And yes, I was told, wear sparkles today, because I'm going to shine today. I'm going to put it all out there today, because my book is done. My house is selling. My car is selling. And I believe, well, I know my man will come back into my life very soon. That's it for now. Next video.